Hey guys, Josh from SoccerReviewsForYou.com bringing you my review of the New Balance 1300. Now as you can see, it comes in this red, white, and blue box. I'll give you a quick look at the label here. They have a code for the name of the shoe, but really the main takeaway here is the 1300 as a number because that is the New Balance model this is. The pair I have here is a size 9.5 US. The colorway is not listed, but I believe this is being called the Shadow Gray color. And the retail price is also not listed, but the New Balance Made in America models retail for $160 US, which is pretty steep. I got these on sale for much less than that. And if you guys are interested in getting a pair of these for yourself, I will leave a link down below in the description, so be sure to go ahead and check that out. Now, this is kind of my first pair of classic New Balance, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and I've always kind of been a fan of the older style New Balance, but never really pulled the trigger on a pair, just because I thought that, I don't know, I just never liked a pair enough to really want to buy one. But I really like this particular colorway, and when I saw that it was a made in the USA version, I was very, very curious, and I decided to get a pair. And again, the price was pretty compelling. There was a really good sale on them. So I picked up a pair, and I have to say I'm really happy with the final product. Made in the USA, you can see it says that right there on the tongue. It's just a highly unusual feature. There aren't too many products that you can buy that are made in the USA, let alone a pair of shoes. Now, while these may not be appealing to everybody, there is a large following for the classic New Balance models, and I think to some people they're going to love the look of this shoe, and to others they're just not going to like it at all. It kind of has that look to a certain eye of kind of like a Walmart shoe. It's kind of very old school looking, and again, it's just not for everybody. But to me, I really like the look of this shoe. It's very clean, it's very simple, and you can wear it with pretty much anything. Now, as far as the colorway itself goes, obviously this is, like I said, the Shadow Gray color, so you have this very high quality Shadow Gray nubuck going across the entire shoe. And one thing that I can say about the made in the USA kind of gimmick, if you will, that New Balance has going with certain classic New Balance models is that the quality of the build on the shoe, as well as the quality of materials, is far and above anything else that I've ever purchased from any other brand, period. The quality of the nubuck is incredibly soft. It's really, really nice, and I just can't complain about the materials at all. So again, you have this nice shadow gray or dark gray nubuck going across the shoe. You have your inserts of mesh across the upper in black, as well as black laces and a black tongue, along with a black heel liner. As you can see, you have your red nubuck or suede going in the New Balance logo, backed by a kind of a lighter gray leather material, and then again another piece of red suede on the back with New Balance embroidered. As you guys can see, the insole is black. It says New Balance and established in 1906. Not sure if you guys can see that. Now you can. Nothing too fancy, very simple design. Moving on to the midsole, you can see that there is this kind of plastic heel counter on the outside, giving it again part of that retro theme. This is obviously an older style running shoe, and it's kind of hard to believe that this was at one point a performance shoe that people were actually running in. This isn't something that I think most people would actually attempt to run in nowadays, but again, it's kind of cool that they still make it, and you can buy it for yourself. Has end cap here on the logo, which I'm going to assume is the name of this particular technology, or was the name of this technology at the time of its release. You have a couple different shades of gray through the midsole, kind of a shiny gray going through the back part, and then there's a darker gray here through the middle, and then a matte finish gray here in the other part that is just ever so slightly darker than what you're going to find through the middle and back part of the shoe. And then of course the entire outsole is all solid black. Features a fairly aggressive tread, which is not uncommon for the classic New Balance models. You got your New Balance branding right there. And then of course it says XAR 1000, which I'm assuming is the type of rubber used on this particular shoe. Again, kind of referring to the technology that was being used at the time. And I'm assuming everything on this shoe is being made exactly as it was back at the original release of the New Balance 1300, which unfortunately I do not know when that was. So if you knew how old the 1300 is, when it was originally released, if you could leave a comment down below, I would really be appreciative, because I'm kind of curious to know how old these shoes actually are, or when they were first released at least. So that's pretty much it as far as a close-up look at these guys. I'll move on next to a quick on feet, so you can get a better idea as to how these look, and of course what the sizing is like. Alright, here's a look at the 1300s on feet with a pair of shorts. And one of the main reasons why I really wanted to pick up a pair of these is because everybody always talks about the comfort of the classic New Balance shoes. And while I think these 1300s are relatively comfortable, to me, they're just not as good as a modern running shoe would be. Again, my opinion might vary compared to yours. And maybe it's just because these are brand new and not broken in. But for the most part, the cushioning on this shoe is nowhere near what you're going to get from a modern running shoe, at least in my opinion. I also noticed that the heel feels like it's a little bit harder, and it's actually lifted off the ground a little bit higher than most running shoes would be nowadays. In terms of the overall fit, they're very, very comfortable shoes. There's a decent amount of width in here, so if you do have very, very wide feet, you're not going to have any issues fitting into this particular style of New Balance running shoes. And in terms of sizing, I went with my usual size 9.5 US, and the fit and the length is pretty much perfect. So if you are looking to order a pair of these for yourself, I would definitely recommend going true to size. Alright, here's a quick look at the 1300s on feet with a pair of pants. And I think the design is so simple and such a classic that it really goes well with pretty much anything you want to wear them with. I'm currently wearing them with a pair of jogging pants, but if you wanted to wear them with jeans, khakis, sweatpants, any way you want to wear them, I think they're going to look good, especially in some of the more simple colorways like I currently have on. Well, that's pretty much it as far as what these guys look like on feet. I'm going to move on next to my final thoughts. Alright guys, that's it for my review of the New Balance 1300. Overall, like I mentioned, I have to say I'm really happy with the overall quality of the shoe. To me, the whole Made in America thing is a very unique aspect of this particular shoe, and the quality shows, which is very, very important to me. Not to mention that I think it's just a good looking shoe overall. Again, if you guys are interested in getting a pair of these for yourself, be sure to check out the link in the description. That'll take you to the review page on my website, which will feature links to all of the available New Balance 1300s. So be sure to go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions regarding this shoe, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course. And you can also find all of my social media information down below in the description as well. Other than that, though, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.